This is pretty shocking to me, watching industry insiders defend Jason Tandro and the just trashing of Gary Gygax from D&D. This one comes from Lorcana TCG, which is Disney's trading card game they released in the last year. They literally tried to make a Disney for adults game. And it actually does pretty well in gaming shops, from my understanding. Disney's got a lot of weight behind it. And these characters are still very popular despite what these people are doing to the industry. And so when I saw this, it was like, wow, this is really, really sad. So the guy who is in charge of this is the editor for the game, like one of the bosses of Lorcana, the guy who goes out and makes sure the game is on brand for Disney and the like right before this goes on. And he's made some nasty comments about Gary Gygax. I believe in your crusade. It's insane. They're ready to fight against the people who made this industry great. They're ready to try to destroy the legacies of the original Dungeons & Dragons creators. And, somebody like this probably wants to do the same to Richard Garfield and Magic the Gathering, too, if he's into the trading card spot. To make everything into their woke political agenda. Now, I posted this to my Fandom Pulse Substack early this morning. This is a paid article, and so this is the type of content that you get if you, of course, subscribe to us. I find these scoops, and they are in gaming. They're in other things. So grab this. Grab a subscription today. I'd like you to know that I'm also a fantasy writer, so if you like Dungeons & Dragons, please come in and check out my series. This is for Steam & Country, book 1 of my Adventures of Baron von Monocle. It's a 6-book series. It's completely clean and fun. It's good for all ages. I got a nice message from somebody saying their 11-year-old son loved this book, which I really appreciate. If you are watching right now, thank you for having him read that. And so it is a quest. It is an airship crew that goes out and adventures, fights monsters. If you like the classic D&D feel, you're going to love this. It's available on ebook, print, and audio for your convenience. And it is a 6-book series. It really builds up. Book 2 is actually my favorite out of the whole series. I know I should say the newest one is, but I loved book 2. I had so much fun writing it. So please go through and grab the whole series today and check it out. And I appreciate you guys for supporting our works and supporting alternative entertainment to these weirdos out there, because we need to have a parallel economy that does compete with this stuff. This is a great spot to start. It's in the description below, and thank you for the support. We're also reaching close to 50,000 subscribers thanks to gamers like you, so smash that like and subscribe button. Do leave comments. Share this out, guys, so we can get the word out as to what these people are doing, and so we can stop supporting people who hate us, like this Lorcana LCG people, or TCG person, rather. So if you missed the news at the beginning of the week, that's been going around, that I don't think anybody missed it because Elon Musk chimed in. Jason Tandro, who's a senior developer at Wizards of the Coast, who is running Dungeons & Dragons right now, wrote this preface to the making of original Dungeons & Dragons, attacking Gary Gygax hard. He went out there and he just called him a misogynist, said he's culturally appropriating, says there's slavery themes that need to be removed from Dungeons & Dragons. Absolutely sick stuff. Tandro owes Gary Gygax his entire career. He should be just singing his praises, and it's really, really sad to watch. But this is the attitudes of the current mainstream industry. They know that they can't create anything as good as these giants have done before, and so they're bitter, they're jealous, they want to be somebody who's so super important and special. It's participation trophy crap. And so that what they do is they go out and they try to destroy the legacy of those before to act like they're the real creators, when they're really just taking a bastardized system of Dungeons & Dragons, which you could hardly even call Dungeons & Dragons anymore, and just completely gutting it so there's no soul to it anymore for the woke mind virus. So he actually posted to Facebook on this deal, saying, I did not have pissing off the richest man in the world on my bingo card, but considering the number of people he's mad at, that should really be considered a free space. Now, we broke the story here that he was doing this, and he had more rants about that as he went on there. And I actually went through the comments and looked through who was on the industry. Now, since this has gone up and since we've covered it, this little weasel here has hidden this post or deleted it. So it's only his friends who can read it, or it's deleted. I don't know. Because these people know that once the lights shine on them and their little rat commentary comes to light, that they don't. It's bad for them. It's bad for their career. It's bad for Dungeons and Dragons. They know what they're doing is wrong deep down. They really do. But they love to get in their little echo chambers like this and then virtue signal to each other. And so this is what the Disney Lorcana TCG guy did to try to virtue signal that Jason Tandro is doing the right thing in trashing Gary Gygax. And listen to how he frames this. It's really sick. Here's the thing, Jason Tandro.
From minute one, when you stepped into our editing team, I could instantly tell that you care, perhaps more than any of us, about making a powerful, positive impact on games and gaming culture. Now remember, so this is his framing. Trashing Gary Gygax and saying that the guy who made Dungeons & Dragons is some terrible person is, quote, a positive impact on gaming culture. That's a sick take, Leo Glass from Lorcana RPG. This is what Disney is basically endorsing at this point by having these people go out here and do this. It's crazy. It exudes from your very being in every ounce of your work. That's a powerful force that our hobby desperately needs, that no billionaire despot has any right to denounce or diminish. So the hobby needs more woke activists pushing the DEI agenda on everybody. That's diversity, equity, and inclusion, and trying to make everything about their little woke politics all the time. This is what they want. This is the future they believe in. And this is after the election, guys. They have had no self-reflection. They've had no idea that what they've done is crazy, but this is it. And listen to how weird and personal this gets. When my own flaws almost ended my marriage, you were there for me as you always are. Well, I'm glad you got a buddy, but that's bizarre. Your own flaws. Okay. Positive and poignant. Sounds like it shouldn't have been positive and poignant if he was doing that. Never change, my friend. I believe in you, and this is where it gets really weird, and your crusade. You will always have my sword. So this guy's willing to go out and fight, literally, for the woke stuff and trashing Gary Gygax. That's what this post is about. This is a response to this guy mocking Elon Musk for taking exception to him trashing Gary Gygax. That's all this is. Really, really bizarre take right here. Thank you for telling the truth and always doing the right thing. So here it is, and this is what the people in the industry believe. This is Lorcana TCG's editor for the Disney card game. This is he's talking about Dungeons and Dragons. This is their absolute thought. They hate Gary Gygax. They think he's a terrible person. They think all gamers are misogynist and racist. They don't like white people. They don't like white males. It's a big self-flagellation, weird religion that these people have, and this is where they're at. They think it's the right thing. They are all in on this. They have not learned. They're not going to self-reflect. They're going to double down. It's going to get even worse, is the crazy part about all of this. I believe the world and our hobby is better for it. It's not. It's failing. And all of this stuff is failing because nobody wants this stuff anymore. But he gets even crazier. So, of course, I looked into the guy once I saw this post going, wow, this guy's really going to defend trashing Gary Gygax. That's insanity. And call it a good thing. This is the weirdest take ever. So, of course, it all comes to politics. This is all it's about. They don't care about the hobby. They don't even care about their brands. They don't care about their own games. It's all about their politics all the time. They just can't get away from it. They're terminally online, and these people are sick. Content warning, election-related fear towards the future. Be careful, guys. You might get triggered here. Last night was the first time I've ever wept openly at the results of a presidential election. This little bee was crying because Donald Trump won. This is the guy who runs Lorcana, the trading card game. Holy crap. Like many Americans today, I'm struggling to deal with anger, fear, uncertainty that now faces our nation. I'm trying to believe, and it's always these wall of text rants that are just emotional, like a woman, right? Every single time. Oh, my gosh. Mentally ill people are running the tabletop gaming industry, guys. It is a mental disorder. I mean, it's very, very clear this guy's not well, right? I'm trying to believe that several of my friends and loved ones who have been sharing excitement or joy instead of anguish did what they feel is best for our democracy and are not trying to create a nation where it's unsafe for trans people, other queer people. I identify as pansexual. Yeah, look at that virtue. It's about me. It's all about me. It's always narcissism with these people. They're sick narcissists every single time. People of color, women, and other traditionally marginalized people. If you voted for him and consider me a friend or loved one, please, I implore you, hold him accountable and show me that this was really about lowering the price of groceries and gas and not about creating a place where it's unsafe for family and friends to live. Well, Leo Glass, our Project 2025 committee is getting ready to improve the culture. As its cultural coordinator, I just get in line for processing with all the other they-thems.
we're moving forward and we're making America great again. Get over it.
I'm going to try to have hope and believe people I love, who I know voted for him, didn't just enable a tyrant to enact measures and policies that will murder me, my spouse, our unborn children, or many of my friends and loved ones.
I mean, this is how sick these people are. And the thing is, his life's not going to change except for his 401k is probably going to be better than it was before. He's going to have a better investment account. And then he's going to cry on Facebook because the news is going to tell him how bad it is. And he's just going to sit there and pound that keyboard online because that's all these people do. And that's why they can't make good games, guys, because they are not outside. They're not thinking about adventure. They're not thinking about action. They're not thinking about fun. It goes on forever. I just can't deal with it anymore. But this is who these people are. This is the guy in charge of Lorcana TCG from Disney. He is defending the trashing of Gary Gygax. And he is just this completely mentally ill weirdo that they put in this position. Very, very sad to watch. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Please hit the like and subscribe button and sign up for our Fandom Pulse Substack, where we break all the news in gaming. And do grab my awesome fantasy series. It's a lot of fun. And Mr. Glass from Lorcana, you'd love this too, and your family would love this too. You might get triggered because it's action, adventure, and just fun, and there's no weird diversity crap being pushed in it. It's just a good book and great book series too. It's in the description below. Get all 6 books today, ebook, print, and audio available for your convenience. We'll be back soon.